Tonight on Tom's River Schools Today, we will take a look at how one teacher at High School East is doing an amazing job.
And as always, we have a look at some of the events from around the school district. Tom's River Schools Today starts in 2 minutes.
When your day is long and the night is yours alone. When you're sure you've had enough of this life, hang on. Don't let yourself go, 'cause everybody cries. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine.
Hello and welcome to Tom's River Schools Today for Thursday, January the 19th. I'm Thomas Rogers.
And I'm Sissy Keating. Later on tonight, we see how one of the many teachers in High School East is doing a great job.
But up first tonight, we will take a look at our elementary schools and our elementary schools happenings segment.
Starting off our elementary happenings, please bring your food for donation to Westover for the Food Drive Friday. Your help can go a long way.
Let's take a look at today's random fact of the day.
Hi, I'm Carly Lambusta from TV21's Random Fact of the Day. Did you know the character of Optimus Prime on the popular 1980s animated television series Transformers was originally written to speak with a Jamaican accent?
Now time for us to take a trip around the world on our 60-second road trip. Can you guess where we are today?
It's now time for us to take a look at the dictionary.com's word of the day. Today's word, flummin, meaning paint on a surface. And now for today's sentence. In his leather stocking tale, James Flemworth's copying Moomins, the frontier adventures of wilderness scouts, Ned Bumpo.
We are now going to take a short break, but coming up later in the show, we take a look at our intermediate happenings. And we also take a look at your weather, so stick around and we'll be right back.
Every year, mothers lose their babies to gun crimes. You'll always be your mother's baby. So before you commit a gun crime, think about who you'll leave behind. Gun crimes hit home. When someone abducts a child, they're not about to advertise it. But we will. Sign up at wirelessamberalerts.org to get free Amber Alert text messages on your cell phone. Help put a child abductor out of business for good. Wireless Amber Alerts. A child is calling for help.
Welcome back. Starting off our intermediate happenings. At Intermediate South, it's Seminole Spirit Day every Friday. Don't forget to wear your Seminole colors. Spirit wear is on sale in the school store.
All students are reminded, if they would like to see any sporting event at Intermediate South, you must first go home, then return at game time with an adult.
It's now time for our environmental tip of the day. Each day we will be bringing you a tip that will help save the environment. Let's take a look at today's tip.
I'm Vinny DiStefano with TV21's Environmental Tip of the Day. Remember, when you travel, stay at hotels that use less water or energy. Unplug your VCR or other electronics that use electricity even when off.
Every day on this show, we will be bringing you a tip of the day. Stay tuned tomorrow. We will give another way to help save the environment.
In our high school, students had the chance to see what it would be like to be a computer programmer during the Hour of Code. Here is a look inside that event. My name is Susie Keating from Toms River Schools today, and we got a chance to take a look at Hour of Code with Miss Signorelli. Let's take a look.
Hour of Code is a worldwide event where students come together and they get on the computers and they do an hour of code. And Haiti Partovi, and what he did was he developed a website called code.org, and the whole concept behind it was a bunch of companies and some teachers and professors got together, and they really wanted to promote computer programming, computer science. Technology is really important in our everyday lives, and really students really need to take computer science in elementary school, middle school, and high school. So the whole concept was, if we expose students to an hour of code, we can start to promote computer science education in the schools and make it be a requirement. So the whole idea was to put together some activities to help teachers promote computer science education. So an hour of code was get everybody on the computers for the first week in December. It's Grace Hopper's birthday, and we would celebrate the Hour of Code, and it's really become a worldwide event, so it's very exciting, and our whole school participates. It's really a wonderful, fun event. So every year, and this is actually our 4th year doing it, we used to just do our math honors students, but for the 4th year now, our whole school participates, and we pick a fun activity. All the phys ed teachers allow us to pull the students out of their classes, and we do a really fun activity, and everybody does an hour on the computer during their gym class, and it's a wonderful, fun activity. And we talk about how we offer computer programming in the Toms River School District, which is a wonderful opportunity for our students to take computer programming here in high school. I think it's really important. I think it's important in the curriculum to offer computer science. I know the new technology supervisor here is starting to try in the middle school to offer Scratch. And I know in our curriculum in high school we're making sure that we offer computer science. But I think it's very important. I think that technology is extremely important. I think that learning how to code is just as important as learning mathematics and computer science. I think it's not just for engineering students anymore, or math students. I think that if you're going to be a business major, education major, or even for fashion, I think you need to learn how to code. I think it makes you learn how to think, makes you become a good, strong problem solver, but I think it's become an important part of our everyday lives. And I don't think that learning how to just use technology is important. I think you really need to know how to actually make technology and become an important part of learning to add to our technology of our lives now. Actually, I started out as a fashion merchandising major in college as a freshman, and I was told by my professor that I was good in math. I was taking a statistics course, and I switched to become a math major, and then I decided to double major in computer science, and I ended up just falling into the field. It was back in the 80s. The job market was just really strong for looking for computer programmers, and I just was a natural at it. I loved it, loved what I did. And then I worked in the field for 20 years, and I really enjoyed kids. When my children started going to school, and I saw how the relationship was with teachers, I just knew that I wanted to teach. I wanted to share my career with high school students, and then I decided to become a teacher.
Wow, looks like Hour of Code is really helping our students advance. For Toms River Schools Today, I'm Susie Keating.
It's now time for another break. Coming up later in the show, we will take a look at high school happenings.
Toms River Schools Today will be right back.
Hi, do you have ID? Yep. Oh, okay, thanks. Hi, do you have ID?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, you can't be in the building without ID. I need
Alright.
to...
It's okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, security, please. There's a young man in the building without ID, and he's running away from my post here at Call Duty.
Starting off the high school happenings, attention students and staff. The school store is now open to serve you and will stock you with Raider apparel needs, including Champion and Under Armour brands. The school store is open every day after school from 1:40 to 2 p.m. We also have Yoo-Hoo Snapple water for $1, as well as many delicious snacks to get you energized for your after-school practices. Stop in soon to get Raiderized.
Attention seniors, is your college coming to visit? Please stop by the guidance office to see the list of college visits and where their representative will be coming to High School East. A couple of weeks ago, our student from High School East had the chance to visit the nation's capital. Our cameras traveled with them, and here is how that trip looked.
I'm Liz Necker from Tom's River Schools Today, and here's a look at our History Club trip and all that it's about, and a look at Washington, D.C. Let's take a look.
We started the History Club back in 2001.
We have announcements and we make posters and everything, and I hear kids talking about it in my other classes. You know, they're always asking like, oh, how much is it? But I always have to, talk it up because it is so much fun and I love it.
My favorite memory from all the trips must be my first trip when I went to Philadelphia as a freshman. I didn't know what to expect, and it was just a really good experience.
I think that kids get a lot of different knowledge from some of these trips. I feel like a lot of the places there's museums, so they can go and check out things that they like. Especially in Washington, they can go to whatever museum they're more interested in. Some people might like art. Some people might like U.S. history. Some people might like Indian history, and whatever the case is, they can go wherever they want.
I just enjoy going on the trips, and it's awesome to see how happy everybody is going on the trips.
My favorite part about being in the History Club has to be all the trips we go on and the long bus rides, because I sleep a lot.
Anybody can join the History Club. All you got to do is just sign up for a trip. So anytime I have a trip being offered, just come get a permission slip, and that's pretty much it.
Looks like the History Club is something everyone should get involved with. I'm Liz Necker from Tom's River Schools Today.
The Spanish National Honor Society will be selling birthday grams for $5 each. You will get a balloon, card, lollipop, and will be wished a happy birthday on the morning announcements. See Miss Micah in S22 for order forms and any questions.
Attention of our wonderful East students. We are looking for leaders with problem-solving communication skills to work with our teachers and parents to improve school outcomes related to student attendance, behavior, and overall student climate. We are holding individual committee meetings at the end of the month and would love to have you involved. Interested, come out. The flyer is in your teacher's classroom, or stop in the main office for further details.
Up next, we start our look at some amazing teachers from the Toms River Schools. We stop in tonight with Mrs. Tammy Pagano from High School East. Let's go inside her classroom.
I'm Martiana Oliver for Toms River Schools Today. Ms. Pagano has been teaching here in High School East for 7 years. We had a chance to stop in for a lesson. Let's take a look.
Trickster Tales! I thought teaching in the town where I lived would be great. I knew a lot of students from my kids' friends, and I know a lot of the parents, so I knew it would be an inspiring environment if I could get a job in Toms River.
Deanna and I just talked about how much we like clairvoyance yesterday.
I went to college started at OCC, and then I transferred to Elon College in North Carolina and finished my teaching degree at Georgian Court College.
He's like, I'm the manager of this gas facility.
I love the kids. I love when I shut my door. I love the inspiration. I love to share ideas with people. I love my job. I wake up every day and I'm happy.
And see if you can figure out I actually like hiring.
I had a teacher in high school who really inspired me to read, and I actually had him 3 years in a row for different Englishes, and I've still talked to him, and two of my children have had the chance to have him, and he's the reason I wanted to become a teacher, because I knew he made a change in me, and if I could take my love for reading and morph that into something that would help another kid, I would want to be a teacher.
Wow, Ms. Pagano really knows her English. For Toms River Schools Today, I'm Martiana Oliver.
Switching to High School North. Every Wednesday is Green Day in North. Remember to wear green to help get the word about the need for recycling and energy conservation.
Let's now take a look at what grinds our gears.
My name is Susan Kading, and do you want to know what really grinds my gears? When people leave their pets in hot cars during the summer.
Oh, it's now time for us to take a short break. After the break, we'll take a look at our 3-day forecast.
Toms River Schools Today will be right back without the other anchor.
you die. But I've never touched nothing that my spirit could kill. You know, I've seen a lot of people walking around with tombstones in their eyes.
Ron, you can't drive.
Debbie, only at 12. Seems to be the problem, Ossifer. Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
Starting off sports, let's hit the hardwood as we see who came out on top in the Raiders student-faculty basketball game.
I'm Liz Necker from Tom's River Schools today, and here's a look at our student-faculty basketball game and how the students all had so much fun. Let's take a look.
I actually have my talk. My favorite part about playing the student-faculty game was honestly probably the warm-up. I was draining threes, got the ball whenever I wanted, hitting threes, hair flips, all that good stuff.
Favorite part of playing in the student-faculty game was definitely squaring up against Mr. Goodman and Mr. Sandberg.
Favorite part is the weeks leading into it, hearing all of the seniors talk about how they're going to destroy us and this and that, the Avery Delvals of the world, with a lot to say. And then every year we slaughter them and they get real quiet.
It was probably, I'd say, a lot more fun. You're like out there on the court, you're talking trash with the teachers. I had a good fun, nothing serious, but it was definitely way more fun than watching these past couple of years.
Definitely say that playing was definitely a lot better than watching the past couple of years.
That we have enough guys in here where if we actually put a squad together, we have 5 or 6 teachers in the squad to beat the varsity basketball team, no doubt about it.
And as always, the teachers kill the students. I'm Liz Necker from Tom's River Schools today.
Now let's take a look at our 3-day forecast. Coming up tomorrow, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 37 and a low of 22. For Thursday, it will be clear with a high of 35 and a low of 28. In the forecast, there is a chance of some snow with a high of 36 and a low of 29.
Remember, if you have a story you would like us to cover, or if you have an announcement about an upcoming event, please send it interschool mail to the TV studio at Toms River High School East, or you can email us at tv21@trschools.com.
Also, be sure to tune in to TV21 throughout the day to catch the show, as we will be bringing you stories from around the district. Also, please take a look at our website, www.trschools.com/TV21.
Well, that wraps up tonight's show. For Toms River Schools Today, I'm Susie Keating.
And I'm Thomas Rogers, and have a great night.